Good afternoon. This is your fearless leader again. It's February 1st, and I've got another licensed nurse in service. Today, I just want to talk about a couple of things. One is I want to do some clarification for the nurses that are helping out with admissions. I want to clear up a misconception that some of you may have had with regards to their duties. Their primary role, the only way I could get Linda to agree to allow me to hire a fourth nurse for day shift was that we have somebody who could do admissions. It is really bad to be on a cart and have a full hallway and do admissions as well as all the treatments and meds on your hallway, as well as deal with any new admits. So we had some problems with new admissions coming, and so I actually got Kara Lee to go 4 days on and 2 days off, and Jennifer Rojas to do 2 days on and 4 days off. Now, here while Kara Lee is, she's off for a little while, Rojas has actually picked up a little bit more. So I just want to make it clear that their primary role is to be the admission nurse. They're not a treatment nurse, and I'm a little frustrated that people keep coming and telling me how the treatment nurse is not doing treatments on their hallway. Jennifer Rojas and Carolee Porter are not the treatment nurse. They are an admit nurse, and that's their primary role, is to do admissions. Now, no, we don't have admissions every day, and but we do have Dr. Ballard come in and do treatments with the people that have pressure injuries, and are the bigger treatments, the ones that are for a resident down there on Bungalow that's been here for a while. She has a lot of in-depth treatments that take a little bit of time. So this admit nurse on Wednesdays now is rounding with Dr. Ballard, taking all the measurements every Wednesday and entering them into a state required recording document that I have, and making sure that those treatments on those high profile, high priority treatments are getting documented correctly, and that they are not expiring and no one's doing the treatments. So you nurses that are on your cart are still responsible for doing your day-to-day treatments. Days, PMs, and nights, you may have treatments on your treatment book. And I've got a whole bunch of audits over here that show that people are just not doing them. But I'm here just now to let you know that you guys need to do your own treatments. Now, when Jennifer Rojas or Carolee Porter are here in the building and you see them, don't automatically assume that, oh, I don't have to do my treatments. No, they are to check with you and let you know if they're going to do some of your treatments. They're working under my direction, not yours. And it's actually kind of important that we make that distinction. I just need them to focus on the pressure injury treatments. There are some that are venous stasis ulcers and some that are ischemic or diabetic ulcers that are high profile, the ones that will get us in trouble with the state. They're the ones that are documenting the weekly measurements on those and doing the treatments, because when Dr. Ballard comes, she pulls the dressing off. So I have somebody who could put the treatment right back on after we're done. So that's their role. Now, when they're here on other days, they're looking at the admissions. Now, if we don't have an admission that day, we may have gotten two the day before, and there's still some assessments or care planning that's left undone. So their role is to make sure that those admission charts are polished, buffed, and clean and ready to go at the earliest possibility. Now, I don't have a treatment nurse here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so I want to make something else clear too. If we get an admission in the afternoon, we still, and the day shift nurse isn't able to finish it, there may be some part that you need to do on the admission. So I'm having my admission nurse or the people who help with admission communicate that to the oncoming shift, what is not yet done. There's a checklist that's the front part of the chart, and it's our admission checklist. It's got two sections, the first shift when they get here, and then the second shift when they get here. The first part when they get here, that's the admission nurse is going to be doing that. but they're not gonna stay until the admission is done. Admission gets here late and they've been here all day, then maybe the PM shift has to pick up on some of those. So I'm not trying to be mean or anything, I'm just trying to help you guys understand what you're responsible to do, what Jennifer Rojas and Carolee Porter are supposed to do, so that we can work together as a team. A team. Together we achieve more. That's what team stands for. And we work together, we get admissions done, we get treatments done, we get our documentation for treatments done, and we look good when the state comes in. That's what teamwork is all about. So, one last note on treatments is that I've been asked by corporate to no longer put in orders that say for 14 days then re-eval. So we have been doing that in the past. Like somebody has a pressure sore in their heel, we put in a treatment and then we write times 14 days then re-eval. They don't want us to do that anymore. They want us to put on there until healed. That way there is an ongoing treatment that has an open spot for us to document that we provided that treatment. So one last thing a couple last things I want to talk about. These are our COVID-19 surveys. Every shift we have to be looking at our COVID-19 stuff. There are 2 spots on there. One is the temperature and the pulse ox. The other is their symptom check. So there's 2 spots on your MARS that you need to be signing every 8 hours if they're in the green zone, and every 4 hours, twice on your shift if they're in the yellow zone. We did really good in the month of January, but only after we came up with this audit tool, and I've been addressing it with the staff. We need to keep that up because during the month of December, there were 5 residents down there in the yellow zone who we didn't even check to see if they had COVID-19 during a couple of shifts. We got a really bad survey in December because we're not doing well on COVID-19. The only other thing I want to say is that treatment audits are getting kind of out of hand. Please, before you leave every day, you're supposed to be looking at, this is a MAR audit actually, but I actually have a whole bunch of audits here. This is a treatment audit, and people are just not doing their treatments. So this is just as if it's a doctor's order for lisinopril or omeprazole or levothyroxine. It's a treatment that the doctor has ordered and it needs to be done. I'm doing some audits here now, and we're going to start tapping people on the shoulder who routinely just never do their work. So I want us to do better. I want us to be a 5-star building. I want us to be renowned for the quality of care that we give, not be known for people for a nursing home that can't get their work done. Our census is really low right now. There shouldn't be any reason why we can't get our work done. Anyway, thank you very much for your time. Have a good day.